All right, guys, well, we had low pressure on this here handheld and took it off, and guess what? Screen's all clogged up with rust and crud. Because guess what? Somebody used a galvanized nipple. Right there. You can't use that. All that junk's getting in that screen on this, and take the screen out, and then it'd be clogging up the shower head, so you can't do that. What you have to do is use a brass nipple. Let's get it in. We're going to tighten this into our wall with our inside pipe wrench first, because we only have 1/2 inch increments. The short one's too short, and this one's a little long, so we're going to tighten it real tight into the drop here. We're going to get that as short as we can. All right, now let's put our wall adapter on. And we are going to use a appropriately sized Allen key to tighten it. Looking pretty good. Don't over tighten it. All right, so now we got to get all this rust out of here. Look at all that. That's from that brass nipple. That's from that galvanized nipple. All right, so we're going to set this head aside because we want to flush this hose out before we run any junk up in there where we clean the screen out. So let's get our hose on. We're just going to snug it up. Good. Let's see what we got for flow. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. Now, because the way they did this drop here when they built this house and all, we got some gaps here. So we must get some clear silicone and seal that hole. All right, now before we do this, I'm going to use a Clorox or Lysol or whatever kind of wipe you like, and we're going to clean that first. Okay, then we need to dry it. So we got some dry paper towel here. This needs to be clean and dry so the silicone will adhere and stay there. All right. You don't want to do the bottom. We're just going to do the sides, around the top, and around the side over here. If any water were to leak on this, you want that gap open on the bottom. Plus, it's hard to do anyway. All right, let's do it. You want to get enough in there that it fills that gap. Okay. Let's use a little bit more over here. All right, we got it in there. Now let's take our finishing tool, aka thumbnail, and we are going to run it around like this. Now when it builds up on your thumbnail, wipe it off. And then continue. Check it out. I finish it and clean it up. So one more wipe, doubled over on our thumbnail. And this will take all the residue smears off. Like that. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, now that's what it's supposed to be, guys. And that's the difference of using a brass nipple in the wall versus a galvanized. Longevity.